I really have to keep an eye on Charley because he doesn't know what's dangerous yet. You know, I'm kind of like that too.
Yeah, even I need help knowing what could hurt me. It's a great day here at Keys for Kids. My name is Zach. Let's get started. So when I was younger, I tended to get into trouble. Like sometimes I would launch myself off the couch onto the easy chair or climb way too high in a tree and think I could jump out and not get hurt. My parents knew I'd be heading to the hospital if I wasn't more careful, so they taught me over and over how to be safe. I listened to them just like it says in Ephesians chapter 6. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Our story for today is called Be Careful, Charley. Charley toddled happily around the living room. He had just learned to walk, and it was Lacie's job to keep an eye on him while Dad was cooking dinner. He was a very curious little boy and almost always found a way to get into trouble. "Charley, get out of there! You could pull the whole bookcase down on you," Lacie exclaimed. Charley had begun to climb up the shelves to grab an interesting picture he wanted to see. Lacie pulled him off the shelf and he howled in anger. She set him back on the floor and watched for his next move carefully. He casually glanced back at his sister, then wandered over to the basement stairs. Lacie wasn't fooled, and she knew he couldn't handle going down big steps yet. She scooped him up, and again he screamed. Lacie tried to explain what would happen to him. "Charley, if you try to do things that hurt you, then I'm going to keep you from doing them. I know you're mad because you don't get to do what you want, but you have to learn what's good for you and what's dangerous." It didn't make a difference to Charley. "I really hope he figures out he could really get hurt if he keeps this up," Lacie thought. "I don't want to keep rescuing him from danger just because he doesn't know it's dangerous." As Lacie thought about Charley's attitude, she realized she was doing the exact same thing. Not that she was going to climb a bookcase, but her dad had told her several times that she couldn't get her own phone like the other girls at school. "I just want to fit in with my friends," Lacie thought. "But maybe Dad knows it's something I'm not ready for yet. I need to remember that God wants me to obey Dad because he loves me, and Dad loves me too. I can trust that they both know what's best for me." "I know today hasn't been fun for you, Charley," she told her bawling brother, "but thanks for helping me learn that I can't always get what I want either. I just hope I can help you learn the same thing too." Well, how about you? Do you get angry when your parents won't let you have something you want? Maybe you're upset that you can't have a smartphone, a new bike, or the latest clothes. Remember that God puts parents in our lives to help us learn and grow because he loves us. We need to trust that they and God know what's best for us. So obey your parents and trust that God is using them to help you grow. Our key verse today is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1.
"Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right."
And our key thought for today, trust your parents to know best.
Hey Zach, how did God just come alive? Was he made, or was he just alive forever?
That is a great question. So imagine you're drawing a picture, and before you start drawing, you're already there, right? You didn't have to be created or born just to start drawing. In the same way, God has always been there even before everything else existed, and that's what makes him God. So think of this, God is outside of time. It's not like he's stuck in the same flow of time that we are. He's beyond it. So for God, there's no beginning or end because he's always been here. I hope that helps. I'm Zach. Thanks for listening.